Just yesterday, we had a meeting, and I had asked for the Corps to take a look at, putting that creek behind the park, which would kind of V-shape the creek in and allow it to flow a lot easier. So we're looking at some of our bridges, pipes, the sizes of them, trying to get some of that addressed. A community, we've lost our restaurant, our meat market, potentially the bank. We lost a grocery store. A lot of those ain't going back. I was told the bank may. So, when you lose that many businesses in a town, it's tough on your community. It hurts the value of your homes, all that. Yeah. So, flood control and prevention and addressing those issues is obviously took priority now. Right. One of the things I wanted to do is we have a opportunity to put a lake reservoir up in one of the sections of the district. And, if we can get that done, that's a county source of water versus us getting it out of Dixon County as we do now as a backup. If we can get a lake there, then, we can have some recreation as other counties do. Right. So, that would be a good thing for us, increase the value of people's homes, different things. So that's one of the big pluses we're looking at in my district. We've got a solar panel project going on that they're in negotiations with AEP to try to lower AEP rates. Right. That's a big problem right now. Right. And I've said, AEP rates are maybe the highest in the state. We've sent letters to the governor asking them to require them, because they regulate that. The state does, as far as what they can and can't charge, to back them back down to the next rate closest to them. Right. And we also sent a request to the governor to sign an executive order to not allow them to make contributions with folks that pay out of electricity money. So, if me and you pay electricity bill, the state would eliminate them being able to make donations.
Lobby with that money.
Correct. So, I hope those two things happen. But now, one thing I will say about AEP, do they have terrible rates and charge customers too much? Absolutely. But the Guesses Fork flood, this flood here, they're spot on with recovery. They, they've got a crew of people out, which is expensive, as you know, and they've done an excellent job with that. So I like to give credit where credit's due. Yeah. They do excellent during a disaster, but if they could just get their rates down, I'd brag on them all the time. But
when you talk about losing a restaurant and a grocery store, and you talk about losing these things, a payroll dollar, and I think now I'm right on this, and I know you've seen this more than me probably. I'd read that it was a payroll dollar is worth $7 to a community that by the time it gets done being spent. Yep. And how important we don't think about. I've always thought 10 jobs could really change a community.
It can.
Just 10 jobs.
Yep.
And or 10 jobs. Just these few amount of jobs can really change an area more than what you think.
You always see politicians trying to get 50 jobs or 100 jobs or 200 jobs or, Toyota to locate or Ford to locate. And I'm like, look, I'd rather have 20 small companies with 10 employees or less, because they're going to stay. They can survive a little problem here and there. We can help those people. Right. You get somebody in there with 50 employees or 100, and they have a problem, they're out.
A big one. They swing big, but they fall big.
Yes.
But you take somebody, like you said, a tire store will stay there.
It'll stay there.
You know what I mean? A tire store will stay there. And a lot of times there's things like that seem like they stay in business. And
if you have 10 small companies there and you lose one, you're okay. You're not really going to feel that.
Right.
You lose one with 100 jobs that you're putting all your money in, you got a problem. So.
Yeah, I've always thought, I'm from War, West Virginia. War's where I'm born and raised. But, I've always thought, man, if a company come in, with 10 jobs. The grocery store there employs a lot of people and does a really good job. And a convenience store with a few people, and there's the drugstore, and there's places. But, man, just something real that would come in with 10 jobs here or there, and how it can really change a community.
Absolutely, it can.
And I know it's a lot to do. Man, in the position that you're in, you have to swing with both hands and kick with both feet.
You do.
I know that, and it's got to be tough when you do those things. But when you look at it and think about it, well, tell me this, and I want not real personal, but if you have to look at your life and you're thinking about goals other than politics, what are some things that in your life, some goals for you personally?